They do not understand that when someone says you haven't been a prosecutor, Pamela should say thank you. And seriously, I have not been a prosecutor who caused this to be the most incarcerated country in the world. You know, and when they say, well, you haven't run an office of 500 people, the answer is, I have not run it into the ground. That is correct. I have not run 500 people to run 500,000 people into jail. That is correct. Everybody in school understands that there is a report card. The report card reflects your experience and activity in the courtroom. Her point, O'Malley's point, seems to be this. Yes, you gave me the keys to the car. Yes, I drove the car. Yes, I crashed the car. But I would like to drive your car again. Please give me the keys because I'm experienced. That is what she's saying, okay? Experience works two ways. It either shows that you were really good at the job or it shows you should get out of the way. You know, it's also not too different than if you talk about baseball players. The guy who keeps kind of striking out is experienced. Well, maybe you let the one who's sitting on the bench over here, who's shown a lot of talent in different areas, swing.
That's right.
That is what we're talking about. Their point is we're the status quo.
Yeah.
We always win. Never mind we have made an absolute wreck. Never mind this disaster, this nightmare we have on our hands was caused by us, especially when you're dealing with somebody like Nancy O'Malley. And again, I agree with you. This is not about getting personal. But if the point is that Ms. O'Malley has all the answers, she's a second-generation prosecutor. And they were prosecutors in the era that made us the most incarcerated nation, that bankrupted our schools, that put all of our money into corrections, that did not treat addiction for what it is, which is a medical issue, that did not put money into job training, that did not cause economic development, and people who have jobs don't commit crimes. That's the reality. This is what they did. This has been the family business. And her point is, look at me, I've got experience. We'll hold her to it. The reason they make these dumb arguments is they don't understand that if you walk into certain churches, like I did in Philly, and I was surprised to hear this, and you talk to churchy people, parishioners in those churches, they will say amazing things to you like this. You know, Mr. Krasner, we've never really had a prosecutor come and speak to us, and I thought this sentence was going to end a different way. Or someone who wanted to be a prosecutor. I have to tell you, Mr. Krasner, this is a woman who's all dressed up with a beautiful hat. We view prosecutors as being like devils. They're the ones who locked up the boy down the block who didn't do anything so bad. Made him a felon. He sat in jail for 2 years. He came out, could never get a job, and he went the wrong direction. They're the ones who, when police come on our block and beat somebody up, they just make up excuses. That is where the people are. And yet, the Nancy O'Malleys of the world and many of my opponents are begging for that endorsement from the police union that makes it clear they don't want to be accountable. They're begging to have people know that they were prosecutors, that they were in charge when all of this disaster happened. They're begging for people to know that they ran a large office that, frankly, went off the rails, went the wrong direction, and has made this mess. Let them have their talking points, because their talking points will lose.
Right on.